Hello and welcome to this Prepare for IELTS Speaking video. In this video, we'll look at this topic, libraries. Now, I don't know the situation in your country, but in the UK, there are not many libraries nowadays. A lot of libraries have been closed, so you might find my answers quite negative, but I am just talking about the situation in the UK. Remember, the IELTS test is not a truth or lie test. You are not going to get a lower band score if you say something that is not true, so you can still use the ideas that I've used in my answers. Let's take a look. Make sure that you use used to in your answers in IELTS Speaking. Many good candidates forget to use it, and it's just another way to show your grammatical range. Not as many as there used to be. To close down and to shut down both mean to close. Quite a few have closed down, they have shut down. A lack of something means there is not enough of something, and here I'm talking about a lack of funding, and what I mean is there is a lack of money. This is a shame. If something is a shame, it's a disappointing or bad thing. A shame. Are there many libraries in your area? Not as many as there used to be. Quite a few have closed down in recent years. They have shut down due to a lack of funding. This is a shame. If you do something very rarely, it means not very often. Very rarely. To be perfectly honest, honestly. I tend to find, I usually find. So remember to use used to and remember to use tend to describe things that happen often, usually. I tend to find. Rather than going, instead of going. So I don't do this, I do this. So I find the books online rather than instead of going to the library. Both instead of going and rather than going are complex expressions. If something is more convenient, it's easier. Convenient is the adjective, convenience is the noun. How often do you go to a library? Very rarely, to be perfectly honest. I tend to find books online rather than going to the library. It's more convenient for me. If you want to say, I don't think so. No. Not that I'm aware of. To be aware of something means to know about something. Not that I'm aware of. The older generation, it's good for writing too, and it means older people. The opposite, the younger generation. Who are not keen on, who don't like. Electronic gadgets, great for writing too, and it means things that you use like smartphones, laptops, smartwatches. These are all electronic gadgets. So we have different types of books. We have hardback books or paperback books. Hardback have a cardboard cover and paperback have a paper cover. In the UK, hardbacks usually come out first and they're more expensive, and then a few months or a year later, the paperback version comes out. A hardback or a paperback book. A digital one or a digital book is a book online. A digital one. Do many people still go to libraries in your country? Not that I'm aware of. I guess they are more popular with the older generation who are not keen on using electronic gadgets to read books. They prefer to have a hardback or a paperback book rather than a digital one. You need to get a grammatical range in your answers in order to get at least 6 or above for grammatical range and accuracy. Using the second conditional will help with this. If I needed a book that was only available in a paperback or a hardback version, then I would need to go to the library. So I'm imagining this situation in the present. A hardback version means a type. So there are different versions of books. You've got paperback, hardback, or digital books. You can also call them e-books, electronic books, version. Other than that, apart from that, except for that, these are all good phrases and it means that's all I can think of. Other than that. What are some occasions when you would need to visit a library? If I needed a book that was only available in a paperback or a hardback version, then I would need to go to the library. Other than that, I can't think of a reason or need for me to go. Oh yes, absolutely. Try to make some of your answers very strong and use complex language. Oh yes, absolutely. Children in schools often have story time, and often libraries have story time, and it encourages young children to come to the library. Story time, so somebody reads the story aloud to children. Story time. We can use such to mean very. I have such fond memories of those visits. I have very fond memories of those visits. Such. And fond memories are happy memories. Something that is captivating is very interesting, very exciting. It gets all of your attention. Captivating. Did you spend a lot of time in libraries when you were younger? Oh yes, absolutely. My mum used to take me to story time at the library once a week. I have such fond memories of those visits. I used to find the stories so captivating. Okay, let's do the quiz. Which word means money? We often use it to describe money that is given by the government to something. Funding. Funding. It's good for writing too. Which word means type? So we have different types of books. Version. Version. How can we say phones, laptops, etc.? Electronic gadgets. Electronic gadgets. What do we call a book like this? A hardback book. A hardback book. How can we say a regular time at which a story is read aloud to children? Quite an easy question this. It's story time. Story time. How can we say very interesting, very exciting? Captivating. Captivating. How can we say happy memories? Fond memories. Fond memories. And how can we say I have very happy memories? I have such fond memories. I have such fond memories. How can we say older people? The older generation. The older generation. And finally, how can we say, I don't think so? Not that I'm aware of. Not that I'm aware of.